What's going on, guys? It's your boy Kyle from Kylecurtinrealestate, and today I wanted to talk about something that a lot of small business owners probably don't really focus on, and that's having fun creating the brand and running the business and making the day-to-day not a bad experience. So basically, like, one thing that I really wanted to talk about was to make sure that, like, you have fun creating your brand, because it's probably going to swallow up your free time. You're going to be a big part of that business for a while until you can start to delegate and start to disconnect yourself from it. So I feel like that's something that's really important, is to just make sure you're having fun doing it. If you don't love it, then I feel like it might not really work out that good. I feel like it's really important to try different things too when it comes to marketing and seeing things that work, seeing things that don't. You're going to lose money. It's a given. But I feel like it's really important that if you lose money and you learn a lesson from it, then that's kind of the money you paid for that lesson, which is really important for time going forward. And you'll make that money back, eventually in no time, but you won't make that time back that you tried something. So make sure that, like, you're having fun trying different things, different out-of-the-box ideas that not a lot of people are doing, going on different platforms, trying different things. That's when things start to get a little crazy, is when you kind of go out of that traditional frame of mind for whatever industry you're in and start doing things a little bit different. Like, an extremely common issue for small businesses that I've found after some research, and especially with my brand too, is getting positive attention to the company. You could do that in like a million different ways, and eventually word of mouth and everything will travel, as long as you have good morals and you have a good product or service or whatever. So I feel like it's like you shouldn't really be scared to try ideas that are out of the box, and you probably shouldn't stick to the regular, things that they tell you to do, because that might be what everybody else is doing. I realized recently that when you don't really care what people think, especially when you're starting a company or, trying a project or something that you like, if you realize that you don't really care what people think at all, and you make your brand kind of like an extension of you, like you really believe in it, and it's another part of you, it puts you in a totally different place, like, mentally. Like, you can start to do a lot more things that, like, you weren't really like, that you might have been scared to do because people might say something about it. And yeah, they will, but what are they doing? They're probably not doing anything, and they just want to criticize you about it, but you're the one who's actually trying stuff. And yeah, you might fail a couple times with ideas, but as long as you're having fun, who cares? The money will come with it eventually if you're doing the right stuff. But even if you fail a couple times, those lessons could be so incredibly important to the next project that you do. And that's kind of what I've found, is, like, I've tried a couple different things, over the past, like, 5 years, and made a pretty small amount of money, doing them, but it started to scale up. And I've learned a ton of stuff from trying those different things. And yeah, I've gotten, criticized for trying those different things, but those people are in the same spot that they were in a couple years ago, So, I feel like resistance to being uncomfortable to try new things is totally normal. But if you can, like, really control that and kind of grab it by the neck and, like, start to try things anyways, I feel like you're 10 times ahead of everybody else, because people probably won't, keep going past that fear of trying things, and then you're in a much farther place than they are if you just start to do things that scare you a little bit one by one, and then less things start to scare you, and you can try a lot of things different and see what works, what doesn't. And I feel like that's really, a big part of having a brand or a company, is, to just try things that are different and not really, be scared about it, and see what happens. Nothing good ever happens in the comfort zone, so might as well adapt and try things that work, try things that don't, lose a little bit of money, but learn some valuable lessons, and you'll be off to the races. So if you have that project or that company or something you want to start, do it. What's the worst that's going to happen? You're going to lose some money. You'll make it back. You know what you won't make back? Is the time that you could be using to try that out, and the lessons that you could learn from that could be really valuable. So try out that project that I know you want to do, and don't care about what your people have to say about it, all right? Have a good day, guys.